Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today I'm going to show you a few use cases of businesses leveraging AI to get up to 26,000 visitors a month in traffic. And there's basically like a pattern between all of these different businesses, right? They use the same SEO structure. They use keywords that convert, and they all use a specific AI. They don't use ChatGPT or Perplexity or something like that. They all use a specific AI that kind of actually understands search intent and is a, outright SEO expert. So if this sounds interesting for you guys, let's go ahead and hop into Ahrefs and look at all these different links and kind of show you what they've done, how they started, and how it's going. Actually, before we jump into Ahrefs, I want to show you the different websites that we have. We have the first one is called Tough Trucks for Kids. Very cool product. This is an e-commerce website, by the way, selling these little forklifts for kids. Perfect if you have a little kid that, is into construction, into outdoors, right? And they have a collection of different products. They have this big Kahuna dump truck, and they have these other ones as well, the Big Digger Tractor, Mongoose ATV Quad, Little Ones First Digger. So basically these different products for these different types of kids, right? So we have ones that are completely for beginners, ones that may be a little bit more advanced. You can see that the price is $700. It has like this little remote control, and this one being kind of like the popular one, right? So yeah, this user uses Shopify, has a collection of different products, and also if we go into Ahrefs and add this link, you can see that starting sometime in early 2024, so right now it is the 11th of May of 2025, we can see that the organic traffic has been, gradually growing, right, until basically the end of December. And currently they're ranking for about 3,000 different keywords. So we have these first ones being like these branded keywords to their specific brand, but they also have, for example, kids forklift, kids excavator, forklift for kids. And, most likely the people that are searching for these keywords are, intending to buy. They're also coming from the United States, mostly Australia, United Kingdom. So it's basically a high value keyword, right? And what they're doing is that they're taking these keywords, and if we go to top pages and search for one of these blogs, right? Just click on them, and we can see that they're basically building a collection or a hub of different blog pages based on these different keywords. They're basically taking the reader into different product pages inside of these blogs. And basically what this blog does is that it provides a nice structure of the specific topic that this is talking about. Also, completely generated with AI, and it includes different types of internal links and external links to, their products. For example, this Double E excavator toys collection. We also have this, which is basically an internal link to a different blog post. So if I were to click this, we can see why kids love excavator toys, benefits and top picks, where they talk about built, tough, and safe, right? And basically what Tough Trucks for Kids is doing is that they're basically leveraging an AI tool called Arvow to basically provide them with a list of keywords that they need, or that they kind of analyze that work and go into their site. They basically provided Arvow with a list of keywords to create content about, right? Or content on. So if I were to go here and search for blog, right, we have in the top pages different types of blog posts. We have ultimate guide to choosing the best excavator toy, forklift fun for kids, what age is Power Wheels, basically answering different questions on these keywords. You can see most of these top pages are these blog posts, and you can see that they have also different types of top keywords, right? Toy excavator, kid forklift, can a 2-year-old drive a Power Wheels, kids excavator, digger toys, police car ride-on, toy Jeep for kids, mini construction toys, dump truck Power Wheels. So what we can do is we can actually go into Arvow and kind of test this out, build a sample blog post right here, click on SEO article and enter a specific keyword. In this case, we can do something like forklift for kids, add keywords. And obviously here you can add more, right? Or import a list. And then here under forklift for kids, right? This is like the focus keyword. The article will be centered around this specific keyword. We can also change it over here. And then we can, for example, generate a title over here. And here, for example, forklift fun, a kid's guide to forklift. We can basically change that. We can do something like why kids should play with forklifts. Then we can basically generate additional keywords. And then we have toy forklifts for children, benefits of playing with construction toys, learning through vehicle toys, forklift game for kids, creative play with heavy machinery. So it basically read this and kind of generated the keywords. We can add our own, outline, or if not, we can, use this to use AI to generate by itself, but we can skip this so we can generate it at the end. We can select the language, location, tone of voice, knowledge base if we have an existing website, formatting of the text, right? If we want to use quotes or tables or lists. Very important to have some type of call to action, maybe some type of call to action to a product page, for example. Internal linking to different blog posts. You can add your sitemap over here. You can add different types of external linking, images that you can basically create with AI inside of Arvow, or import your own images and videos, right? You can insert, for example, like YouTube videos. And we can click on Save Changes, and then we can click on Generate Article down here. And then once it's done, you can just go over here to the generations, click on this specific option, and then you can get a preview like this: forklift fun, why kids should play with forklifts. And we can get some key takeaways. Forklift toys help children improve fine motor skills. So it basically understood the title that it generated and created a whole blog post out of that. So, it has different types of external links. Obviously, we didn't add our website, so we don't really have any types of internal links. But if we did, for example, we can also, like, for example, put them here, add link, for example, and add in some type of internal link. These images are, for example, AI generated, as you can see. And at the end, it also gives us a nice FAQ. So yeah, basically it provides us with a bunch of content on a specific topic that you can basically just publish the article straight to your website. And yeah, it's as easy as that. And that's basically what touughtrucksforkids.com did. They basically posted a bunch of different blog posts using Arvow. And if we go back to our overview over here, you can see that their strategy was posting this year, right? And you can see that the organic traffic gradually grew every single month. And the reason that they stopped growing over here is I can see that they stopped posting blog posts. So I know that their last post was somehow in the end of 2024. So as you can see, they stopped posting, that their organic traffic started lowering. But you can see that their backlink strategy, they're growing a lot of backlinks. As you can see, referring domains is growing. Another example is this one called selfemployed.com, where they post a bunch of different topics on finance, business, life insurance, mortgages, taxes, jobs, basically to help self-employed individuals, with their wealth and whatnot. See that their sitemap has a large variety of different categories. So it's a very, very populated website. Basically, if we go into Ahrefs, we can see that they're ranking for 17.6 thousand keywords. They have a traffic of 43.4 a month, 43.4K a month. And, traffic coming mostly from the United States. And if we go into the keywords, we can see Palantir stock, PLTR stock. So they have a bunch of these, unique keywords in the financial industry. And a lot of these keywords I notice have a large search volume, but are, quite easy to rank, right? So 5, which is very easy, has a very large search volume, and they're just posting a bunch of content about this, which is basically driving traffic. So if we go to the top pages and search for holo, which was a keyword, you can see right here, it's ranked number 4, and it has a value of $956 and 1,600 traffic. And if we click on it, we can see that it was posted February 14th of this year. It does have some advertising happening over here on the side and at the bottom. Let's just close that for now. And you can see that it has a specific style, formatting style. We have here on the right, about us, editorial process, earn more with freedom. So there's some type of call to action for like some type of newsletter, right? And then we have cover image, right? This is the title up here. This is the title again down here, introduction text, key takeaways, rise and fall of Holostock. We have, ads here and there, and we have YouTube videos. We have these different types of links. Let's see what this is. This is some type of external link. We have some more external links over here. This is some internal link, right? Profit margins, maximizing profit margins. And it's talking about a quite, complicated subject, but they're using Arvow to kind of train the AI tool to talk to the audience in a certain way. So not very complicated, not very analytical, not very, math oriented, or very, not using these financial terms, but more for a, beginner audience, right? And the next use case that I want to talk about is Millennium Digital from France, right? You can see that everything is French here. They offer different services. So you can see services, SEO, different types of, specific SEO services. They have lead generation and they have web marketing, right? So yeah, these are like their main services over here. And then they have a bunch of different resources. And what's interesting about them is that, for example, this is one of their blog posts, and here they have different types of categories, and all of these categories have to do with the services that they provide. So SEO, marketing, and whatnot. And this is one of the examples of one of their blog posts talking about Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. This was posted about a month ago. And what they're doing is they're basically getting YouTube videos from content creators out there, and they're creating a blog post in French for based on the specific content of this YouTube video. So they're basically giving credit to the author of the video, giving us a summary text, giving some starting points, and then going ahead and going step by step, using some types of AI images, using actual real images from the interface, right? And providing some call to actions over here based on the subjects of this specific blog post. And again, they were using Arvow for this based on a YouTube video, and we can do that really quickly just to show you how to do that. Once you're in the dashboard, you can go ahead and go to YouTube to blog post, and we can enter some type of YouTube URL over here, add video, and then we can basically do this YouTube article details, make sure that this is the YouTube video that we want it to talk about. Content, English. In this case, they chose something like French, right? So we can do also we can do German, for example, and we can give it some custom instructions. So we can say be straight to the point and have some humor, right? Formatting, title case, start case, yeah, that's fine. And we can add some images eventually, but in this case, let's just keep it like this. And once the article is finished, which basically takes maximum a minute, right? You can click on this and you can see tempo.news. So basically this video was about this, talking about how to create React apps pretty quickly. And it's all in German. So I can kind of try to read this. And yeah, the context is basically spot on. So important knowledge here. We have 5 different points. Again, here you can basically rewrite this, make this longer if you wanted to, or make it shorter. Turn it into a table if you wanted to. It talks about the tool that I was talking about, tempo.u, what it is. Talking about the different component libraries, the different pricings, right? All of these different things. And it created this AI image for me to use, plus this meta description. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering about the pricing of this Arvow, you can start off with 3 articles for free. So if you go to arvow.com, you can see, you just type in your email and you get 3 free articles. So you can build something like this, pretty easily in just minutes. So yeah, that's basically it from my side. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Very cool, different types of use cases out there. Ahrefs is also a great tool to use to kind of analyze the different keywords that a specific site is using, and to analyze the traffic, of course. And Arvow, as you saw, is great to basically generate content quickly using AI. And I know that some of you think that maybe it's something that Google is trying to crack down on, but that's not true. Basically, building with AI, you can either be like a monkey or a dog or a parrot, typing the content. Google doesn't know who it is. So that's why you can create with AI, and you can even change things like this. You can add keywords, you can rewrite it manually if you wanted to. So you're basically leveraging AI to make your content and make it in a good quality, right? You think of it as an AI agent that is a SEO expert. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any feedback or comments, please let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.